We have the tech to get food delivered in 15 minutes, but we all have horror stories about buying tickets. The Game Time app gives fans the advantage. Get amazing tickets in just a few taps. Fees are included, so what you see is what you pay. And the Game Time guarantee means authentic tickets at the best price every time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets to concerts, sports, comedy, and more with Game Time. Download the Game Time app and create an account for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply.
Looking for music that lifts your spirit and fills your heart? Experience the powerful sound of the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square. Now streaming on all your favorite music platforms. Find the Tabernacle Choir on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Pandora. Let the music of the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square inspire you today and every day. Whether you're at home, in the car, or on the go, enjoy the beauty of their world-renowned sound anytime. The Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square, streaming now.
It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag NBA.
Brunson into the corner, moving without the ball. Shamet lays it up, blocked by Wembanyama. Erased that over the top of Shamet.
He obliterated that shot off the glass and kept it under control so our guys get the defensive board.
Calling for Dylan Harper. Wembanyama with three, with two. Victor back to Castle's got to force it up. Right wing three. Got it! Steph Castle drains a right wing three.
And just in time, was pretty much forced to throw that one up there.
111-104.
The San Antonio Spurs win 115-111. They win Game 3 behind Victor Wembanyama's 32-point outing. PK.
Yeah.
They didn't go to him the first possession of the second, but when they started going to him, dunk, layup. I thought somewhere I could feel you. You're heartwarming. You were smiling like it's about time he's 7'4". Send him to the rim already.
Yeah, I think San Antonio clearly had an objective, and that was to attack the basket early. And they did it, and often, and it was a thing of beauty to see them not settle for threes. I mean, it's cool that he could shoot threes, but it's way cooler that he's 8 feet tall and can throw it up there, and he can go get it just about anywhere and easily dunk it, and that's what he was doing, and that gets him, you talk about, we have Steve Cleveland on, and coaches who've made an imprint on my mind. One of them is Steve Cleveland covering his team right from the press row several years until he left to go to Fresno. Get yourself some momentum, some flow, easy baskets, and then things, confidence level is there and all that stuff. He only took 4 3-pointers, and he made 2 of them. Obviously he can shoot them. I'm not opposed to him shooting them, but that's really cool.
He took a 5th, and it got waved away because of a teammate shoving somebody into him. And he hit that one, too.
He did hit that one, yeah. And so...
See, I think his threes set up his dunks because I just don't think he's strong enough to play the way we're used to seeing big guys play. Shaq, Olajuwon, Kareem on down the list.
But you don't. Nobody throws the ball in the low post anymore.
Exactly.
So that game is gone anyway.
Exactly.
So he's not going to play that.
Right. And he can get plenty of dunks when he's at the free throw line or in the corner, wherever, when he's playing and they got to guard him because they know he can hit those. Right. And then he cuts to the hoop and they hit him with the alley-oop.
Right. The lobs are there.
Yeah. And it did feel like there were stretches of the game where they went away from it. Coming out of a timeout, out of the third quarter, it felt like in the huddle, the coach was like, guys, you haven't thrown him a lob in a while. How about we get one early? And they get one early, and it's 5 minutes before they throw him another one. It's not like New York can stop it, or anyone else for that matter.
The world can't stop it. Yao Ming and his bigger brother couldn't stop it.
Yao Ming might be able to stop it.
And so that was a thing of beauty there. And for all you A.J. DeBonsa haters, and you know who you are. Stephon Castle in college.
Yeah.
27% from 3.
And now?
Oh my gosh. Well, it's not. It's better.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we're going to downgrade DeBonsa because he shot 33% in college when he was the only option.
Uh-huh.
And Castle shot 27%. Can we back off about that? It's like, oh my gosh, if you can't shoot threes, you're going to be the worst player ever. Yeah, and that would be the Knicks complaining about the refereeing, and they go 0 for 10 of their first 10 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. Well, how in the hell are you going to get foul calls? You're standing 30 feet, 25 feet from the basket.
Yes. Thank you.
And let's just keep checking. 0 for 10. They made a couple at the end. Because they had to take him at that point because they kept missing him. Suppose they would have shot just 40%. Now, I don't know you just add the points and act like everything would stay the same.
Changes the momentum of game,
right.
sure. Yeah.
But that's another 8 points maybe that you could have had. But constantly settling for threes when they're not going in, whoever thought of that she needs to be fired.
I was surprised that Karl Anthony Towns didn't get more touches, didn't get the ball more. They won game 2, barely, but they won it. He was super efficient in that game, but I didn't think they went to him enough in that game either. I think he only got 12 shots in that game. He was 8 for 12. He was 4 for 10 in this one. Speaking of people who they need to get going early, who are really good, who are really talented, if Karl Anthony Towns is scoring 11 points, what do you think the Knicks' odds of winning are?
Yeah, but OG Anunoby scoring 28, so that kind of that cancels that out.
Super efficient. He was 9 of 13. Great game for him. But
Josh Hart doesn't normally score 16, so I don't know if you can just add points to his total because you're going to take away points from other totals. But I get your point. He needs to be more involved. He's a premier player.
And I think get him involved early like Wemby. Make Wemby defend.
And Jordan Clarkson had the best game. He had DMPs.
Oh, my gosh, I know. And then he comes in, flame on, Jordan. Couple of threes, 10 quick points in only 13 minutes.
Flame on?
Flame on!
Would that make him a flamer?
Yes.
I thought that when he got hot there a little bit, we've all seen it. Thought maybe they should have tried to go to him a couple more times.
Because we've seen it. That's what we were thinking. Everybody else is amazed. I can't believe he's doing this. And everybody in Utah's like, I can. When he gets hot, it just everything seems to go.
Right.
And I also thought that Mike Brown was complaining about the refereeing to make sure it doesn't happen in Game 4. That was, having seen Phil Jackson do stuff like
everybody
that.
Does that.
Right, exactly. And it probably won't go like that in Game 4. And they probably won't take 10 straight threes because that'll come up in film sessions. Like, guys, they're not going in. Try something else, anything else.
Yeah.
A.J. DeBonsa, speaking of A.J., believes he's capable of being part of a quick success story like the San Antonio Spurs. It won't take that long, especially with my adaptability and my work ethic. I think that'll be, I'm not going to say easy, but pretty similar to what these guys do in terms of the forecast.
He shot 33% from 3. He's going to be an all-time bust.
That's why he's going top 3, because nobody believes that. It's not going to be an all-time bust.
Yeah, but top 3?
He wants number 1. I read another story yesterday. It looks like the Wizards are still going with AJ.
You did?
I think the Wizards are doing a good story of feeding different national guys different things. They might be warmer to Peterson. I think they're going AJ.
They don't have to, but they don't have to do that, though. They don't have to finagle it.
They don't have to, but are they finagling it, trying to get someone to take the bait and make a trade with them?
Well, I think the standard is already there. You want this guy, you give us Ace Bailey. And so I don't think that they're leaking stuff because I don't think they have to. They hold all the cards. And the Jazz aren't going to give up Ace Bailey.
I wouldn't think so. Atlanta Hawks gave Quinn Snyder, former Jazz coach, a multi-year extension. They promoted Onsi Sala to president of basketball operations from his GM role.
Onsi Solitude?
ONSI. Onsi?
I have no
Onsi
idea.
Sala.
I never heard of him. I'm not all things to all people. I have no idea who the general manager or whatever his title is for Atlanta. I don't pay attention to the Hawks whatsoever. Quinn Snyder can get his contract. Good for him. And then he'll be having off-season in the middle of May every year.
Welcome to Atlanta. 60 years of Hawks basketball with one exception. That conference final I had with Paul Millsap when they won 60.
And that's no reflection on him.
Snyder's overseen back-to-back Most Improved Player of the Year award winners in Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Dyson Daniels. But how will they make it back to a conference final?
Maybe they can build something there.
They might have two, actually. Did they have a second one?
Don't bog yourself down in details.
I want to know.
There's not one person who's driving right now
yes, there is.
Or is going to listen to the podcast later who gives a crap.
This is Atlantic Division basketball.
Yeah. Nobody,
that is.
Nobody cares, man.
Yeah, there's somebody flew from Atlanta on a Delta flight direct.
Don't
and
look
they
it
want to
up.
know.
Just move on.
I wasn't going to. Now I have to.
No.
Power of suggestion.
Okay, but do it, but keep it to yourself. Because we don't care.
Okay. That's fair. DJ and PK.
#NFL.
Exiled San Francisco 49er wide receiver Brandon Ayuk posted a video on social media that, while not referencing the team by name, suggests he believes the team is afraid to release him because he could land elsewhere and eventually make them regret letting him go. Team says they still hope to trade him instead of just cutting him. Get something for him. Send him to the AFC. You'll rarely see him.
Oh, send him.
Chiefs.
Send him to the Seahawks. He's got mental issues, man. It's a shame.
2 years after trading him away, the Kansas City Chiefs are signing veteran corner L'Jarius Sneed on a 2-year deal worth up to $5 million. He was cut earlier in the offseason after playing 12 games over 2 years.
Good job for L'Jarius.
Bringing it back. DJ and PK.
#college football.
So during our show yesterday, the news broke that Brendan Sorsby won in court, got an injunction granted. He's going to be able to play games after serving a 2-game suspension. He'll be back for the conference opener with Houston.
No, he won't.
That didn't go over very well yesterday, did it, PK? Which is why you say no, he won't. Big 12's upset. Big 10 and SEC are talking about not scheduling Texas Tech in anything. Nearly unanimous outrage and blowback here.
Yeah, they're Texas Tech acting like they're innocent bystanders here. The win at all costs. Who, us? We didn't do anything. And then Cody Campbell wants to be this big leader of reform. And I'm going to call him on this when we have this guest on here at 8 o'clock. And then Georgia says they're not going to play him. And then he tweets out, how many players have you had arrested, Georgia? You're fanboy. You can be all this leader that you want, but at your heart, you're a fanboy that's going to do whatever it takes to get Texas Tech to win it all. Even if it's meaning, he can gamble. Well, it's going to hurt his mental health. Yeah, so if you're DUI and you get your license taken away, well, that's going to hurt your mental health.
See?
So there's no repercussions for anything.
Yeah.
If you go to jail, shouldn't that ruin your mental health? I've never been to jail. I don't know. I would think that would have some kind of impact. So the point being, there's no consequence.
I don't see how Texas Tech can spin it and plausibly walk away from this after the statement Cody issued almost immediately that we read yesterday on the show. Is that you can't be an innocent bystander after issuing that statement.
Well,
you're hip deep in the middle of it. This is what you want.
He's threatening random Big 12 fans with lawsuits.
He's a fanboy. Yeah. He lost credibility. I appreciated his desire to have reform and what he wants to do, particularly saving the lesser-known, non-profitable sports, particularly women's sports. Women are besieged in large part, so I don't want their sports to go away, and he's trying to save them, so I support that 100%. But yet you strip that all away, and you're a Texas Tech fan.
Yes.
With a lot of money. So that gives you power equals money. Money equals freedom. Money equals access. All that stuff. And that's who he is. And these guys, they can clearly just say, well, sorry, Brendan, it's not worth it.
So apparently the appeal process would normally take 9 to 12 months, but the NCAA is asking for an expedited appeal, realizing that the traditional timeline is useless.
I mean,
so they're going
to... This was 2 months ago, less than that we heard about it, and he already got his injunction. Mm-hmm. So that can take basically overnight, but over here it takes forever. I mean, come on.
Big 12 Commissioner Brett Yormark expected to meet with the leadership of the league, presidents, chancellors, ADs today as they discuss the issue and determine next steps. There are suggestions from K-State Athletic Director Gene Taylor and TCU AD Mike Buddy that the Big 12 teams stop playing Texas Tech.
Well, TCU is no longer Texas Tech's buddy.
Rivals.
Mike Buddy.
Mike Buddy. See what you did there. Very clever with wordplay.
And this is Yormark. This is his opportunity to be a leader, not to practice at Rucker Park and give me an LED lights basketball court. Nobody gives a crap about that nonsense.
Gigantic slip and slide.
Yeah,
it's a game changer.
That is cosmetic. That you're virtue signaling there. Show some leadership. Do what you need to do, and say, sorry, son, you broke the cardinal rule of all sports in the U.S. And I get other people saying, oh, well, he didn't do that. They don't know what gambling is. Once you go down the road of gambling and it becomes an addiction, there's nothing that's going to get in the way. I mean, we can go back years ago to Art Schlichter and all that. I mean, he threw away an NFL career because of it.
Yep.
And Pete Rose, clearly, obviously. And whether he should or shouldn't be in or whatever, that's not the point. But it clearly got to be an obsession. Charles Barkley has the money, and he openly talks about there's 25 times he lost $1 million.
Good grief.
Yeah. And there's 10 times he won. Well, because you can afford it. But he's Charles Barkley, and he jokes, and so we just look the other way. But meanwhile, it's a serious problem.
25 times. Yikes.
That's what he said.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag Major League Baseball.
Wireless game, PK. Milwaukee beating the Athletics 15-14. A crazy game. The Athletics blowing an 8-4 lead. The Brewers tying it up with 1 in the 8th, 2 in the 9th, 4 in the 10th to take the lead, and they can't hold it. But Milwaukee finally wins at 15-14 in 12 innings. Crazy.
Well, yeah, that was no question. It was crazy as far as that goes. And so there's some thought of what are we going to do in Vegas and all that, because that game was in Las Vegas. And is that the way it's going to be?
They're there for a week. Give them a little preview of what's coming.
They have a homestand there. And it's not the same stadium, obviously. I don't know. Do we have another Colorado that we had in the beginning there where no-name dudes are hitting 35 home runs at home and 4 home runs on the road?
Hence the name Williamsport. Yes.
Yeah. Which I played on that field.
Nice.
So, something to watch.
Trey Mancini called up by the Angels after a strong run with the Bees. He had 3 hits in his return to Major League Baseball. First time he'd been up in the bigs since 2023. Angels fall to Houston 5-4. He was a former standout slugger for the Baltimore Orioles before battling and beating colon cancer. So, good story. Him back in the bigs with 3 hits. Yankees 3-3 since Aaron Judge went down. They pick up a win last night.
Yeah, their win percentage with him is much higher than without.
Yes.
It's below 500 without. And it comes to mind, they ought to tell these guys, not all of them, but Aaron Judge, when you're playing defense, unless it's the playoffs, or you need to get in the playoff by winning this game, don't leave your feet.
There's no reason.
He's a big man. It's a long way to go. Mm-hmm. And that's where he said he hurt himself, was diving, and I've seen him play 20 times.
That's a big body falling on, in this case, ribs, but a shoulder or a wrist or whatever.
Don't leave your feet.
You're worth too much.
Right. They did that with Bryce Harper, and now they moved him to first base because he was running around banging into stuff in the outfield and right field. Don't do that. And I know it goes against what it's about. It's like standing there and taking a fastball in the ribs when everything about you tells you to get out of the way. But you can't do that, man. And the risk is too great. And I know it's against the competitive nature of everyone, but what are you going to do?
Yankees beat Cleveland 7-5 in 12 innings, back-to-back wins for them. 3-3 since he went down. Bees open a 6-game series in Reno tonight against the Aces. Tony Park's on the call at 7:30. DJ and PK.
Hashtag golf.
Zach Blair qualifies for the U.S. Open for the 3rd straight year in Springfield, Ohio. The lone local in the field, Tony Finau, missed the cut by 2 strokes. He was on the same course. Patrick Fishburne was in an 8-way playoff. 3 spots for 8
Max
players.
Homa. Yeah, we're in that group.
Max Homa got knocked out. He made a bogey, got knocked out.
He lipped out. The thing with Tony, he's going to go to Canada and try to get through there. If not, he'll be 0 for 4. And he had played in 33 straight, I think, coming into this year. And now he's, if he doesn't get qualified through the Canadian, then he's not going to play. But yeah, that's what they call it. They call this the longest day in golf. And my wife a while back had an argument with the longest day of golf. And the gal says, it's June 8th. And I said, I thought it was June 21st. Well, I think that what had happened there was she heard the longest day of golf thinking that it was the sunlight. But it's
a specific day because guys have to play 36 holes.
Yes, to qualify for the U.S.
And
Open.
then they get in playoffs, so some of the guys are, they were talking yesterday, this is their 38th hole, and he made it.
Yeah.
And the other guys had to go to the 39th hole.
Right, and then they got to go up to Canada and do their thing. It's to the Toronto area, and go ahead and play. Some of them we qualify for that, and they got to go do that. So I remember her having that discussion. I always thought it was June 20th or 21st or something.
It's not the longest day of sunlight. It's,
right. So I think that's where that lady was trying to tell her. So get back to her and tell her, no, this is what it's about. I did watch some of it because it is intense competition.
Oh, yeah.
It's so much on the line. It's not their tour cards. It's a tournament.
But they want into the U.S. Open.
The tournament, the tour cards, which they have qualifying in Palm Springs, is really nasty in terms of pressure.
BYU All-American freshman Kia Akina missed the cut by one stroke at Del Paso Country Club in Sacramento, California. Another local guy.
Just a freshman.
Yeah.
His arc is looking very good. Look like he'll get there at some point.
The Phil Mickelson Freshman of the Year, by the way.
The Phil Mickelson Freshman of the Year. Okay, I didn't know that there was an award named after Uncle Phil.
I learned that yesterday.
So you've only known it for just like less than 24 hours?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Well, thanks for bringing us along.
That's about knowledge, man. Acquire knowledge. And the knowledge you gain here, when you get to the next one, that'll stay with you, man.
Will it be Atlantic Division basketball level?
No, because you're not going to acquire that knowledge. That's in one and out the other.
You could. I'm right here for you.
But you don't care. Whereas the local kid making a national award as a freshman is pretty doggone impressive.
I'm here for you, Doc. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NHL.
Game 4 Stanley Cup Final tonight. Vegas up 2-1 after winning in double overtime on a weird bounce. Can they back it up and go 3-1, or is Carolina going to tie this thing up? Bum.
I got flip a coin, man. I got no idea.
Dallas Stars moved from downtown Dallas to Plano, Texas, one step closer to reality. City Council approved a letter of intent from the team for the proposed sports and entertainment district for the new arena. And Detroit Red Wings star Dylan Larkin reportedly gave the team a list of 3 teams, Vegas, Minnesota, and Florida, that he would accept to trade to. He has a full no-trade clause and can control his next destination. So, Minnesota, right in the division with Utah, but not interested in the Mammoth.
For now, because we have
we'll see.
Matt Larkin on, who said that he might have to expand that list some.
Oh, yeah. If open your mind and the deal is there, maybe investigate it. Who knows?
What is trending is brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. Chris Level, Texas Tech football sideline reporter and host of Locked On Texas Tech, joins us at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, RJ Young, national college football writer and analyst for Fox Sports. That's all on the way. DJ and PK. Much more on the situation at Texas Tech and what is the Big 12 going to do? That's coming up. DJ and PK, it's 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Summer is all about freedom, fun, and growing up. And between the ages of 9 and 13, kids are starting to form their views about alcohol. With more independence, their still developing brains need more guidance and support than ever. That's why summer is the perfect time to stay connected and plan fun, safe family activities together. Research shows kids who spend quality time with their parents doing what they enjoy are less likely to drink underage. And when kids feel close to you, they're more likely to listen, especially when you set clear expectations. In fact, kids who drink before 15 are far more likely to struggle with alcohol later. This summer, create a no-bummer summer with fun, alcohol-free activities for your kids. Go to summer.parentsempowered.org to take a quick quiz and discover ideas tailored to your family. A little time together can make a big difference. For more information and to learn more about how to prevent underage drinking, visit parentsempowered.org.